Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Pontus. Things are looking up for the Zoroastrian Republic, in which we have been expanding as of late. And of course, as with every episode, it always begins with a threat of a possible civil war, which seems like a habit. But again, this is mainly due to the power base of the Orantids, which, we did give them a job. That's usually applied to Croesus here, because, he has holdings. But he's ailing as he has arthritis. Not enough to kill him off. But the other alternative that you should look out for is the governor of Sarmatia Asiatica, which is him over there. We gave him this position, but he's in very poor health, but not near death yet. Way of indicating things. Again, Mivranid, not Orantid. Well, since you're on your way out, I'm going to give you free hands. I don't care what you do to the area. You only govern this region and that only. Alright, look at this. There's nothing there. And the population is mainly Scythian, which doesn't surprise me. At least not much anymore, but now there's been an increasing concern with our ally Cappadocia to the south, which they have been expanding more into Armenian and Iberian territory, especially the Armenian areas which I have claims to, in which I am possibly considering ending our alliance with Cappadocia, and they will become our enemy because we have claims to it. Because I was thinking about giving up on this mission, but they say it will abort automatically if it no longer exists. Well, I don't know if there's going to be much of Armenia left, to be honest. If it's, reduced to a city-state. Almost to a city-state. And this would have Cappadocia have access to the sea once it's fully taken. But I still kind of want Armenian territory. Let me see. Of areas you must acquire. Yeah, not possible to go that way. Because that's Seleucid areas. So we have to fight for these territories while we fight against Cappadocia. Basically all of this. But the problem is, we're not ready for that, as our manpower is already depleted because we've created our very first legion, which they're stationed over in Gadilon for now. But when the manpower reaches up by at least 5,000 or so, we're going to be at first deploying them to the Scythian areas in case of their hordes attacking us. Which again, get a good look at them, in case you didn't see them last time. Of what the, I was about to say uniform, but what the armor of the Anatolian soldier looks like, since we're a Cappadocian culture. There. Now, our priority is not towards warfare, but we'll be on a close eye on Cappadocia, as their only ally, but you've basically alienated everybody. You've even alienated me to a degree. And yes, we do have a claim against you, but we could break that alliance right now, which the oligarchs and traditionalists won't like it. Unless they break up with us first. But let's not get hasty. They got a pretty high... If civil war is a possibility, well then, I ain't gonna join them. Heck, that's another way to break the alliance. If it occurs, once they finish their Armenian conquest. But our main priority of this episode, besides the manpower recovery, so don't expect any warfare until possibly the next episode. And I've recently become interested in this area. I haven't allied to them would improve relations, but I kind of want them as a tribal vassal. Which to do that, their opinion of us has to be at least 100. And this is the second term of Otto Mendon's Exit. Which, by the way, I gotta bring that up in the ledger. We haven't looked at that in a long time. Actually, score first. Ranked number 5, even though we're not very aggressively expanding until later, but it makes sense for Moria and Rome to be at the top. Not feeling envious on reaching the top score like the last 3 playthroughs. Yes, that's his second term. Again, the reason why they're not showing up on their political leaders is because they're long since dead. Not to mention we still have a little bit of war exhaustion, which we could get some of that military experience up. And when there's some of that military experience, morale of armies increase. And so I plan on getting this as next for heavy infantry offense, since we have our first army. Just looking. Yeah, not happening because we don't live anywhere near India. But over there in Persian rule traditions, it's rather tempting to me. You know, since we control this area. But look at this for cavalry skirmish. When activated, 4 innovations. That's grand. But this one also for free province investments, which is something I've been looking for lately. Increase levy size. But reform the Navy. This is just to give us the ability to build heavy ships of this class. As long as there's no competition of who has the naval power of this sea. But not anywhere towards the Aegean, where that's out of my league. So I thought about, well, get this, and then in the future, go down in this route if you want more innovations. Or alternatively, go to this area, or Greco-Bactria, for more province investments. National fort infrastructure capacity. Didn't see that part. And then when you activate this one, a character of exceptionally high marshal is promoted from the ranks. And also, you know, we reduced the levy sizes, we're becoming more reliant on legions, but in the Persian traditions, levies are still reliable, so that's why it's this way. And we don't live anywhere near the culture groups of the Arabian, Levantine, Aksumite, Egyptian, or Nubians. To unlock their groups, such as this. What is this? I don't know, that's to be decided later, but this is going to be next, remember that. And I don't know if I should go down this route, but definitely not this way, because I'm not interested in, you know, Indian warfare. But at this route, that's just mainly light units. Which there's no shortages of that from the form of our levies. But I would much rather get Perfect Storm than Greco-Bactrial. I don't know about this. I mean, we do have cavalry. But that's in this legion particular for the heavy ones. So we are not able to bring levies from Cappadocia Pontica anymore. Because 21 of them claimed by the Legion. But levies are still available in other areas if need be. Keep that well in mind, ladies and gentlemen. Keep that well in mind. I didn't know that lowers more. Oh wait, no. Integrated culture, happiness. I didn't know that when you lower it. Just looking. But for now, I should say, the army maintenance and fleet maintenance is lowered until we get up to a sufficient enough manpower where I'll raise both of them and then ship them to the Scythian areas. So they'll be deployed there. In case of a vibrating attack, this will be their first action in combat. Paphlagonian, not integrated. Well, that's what I want to do first. As much as we've been appealing to them, but... Sorry, we gotta... they're gonna lose their rights. That's for starters. And, again, war is not gonna be a priority in this episode. This is more peacetime affairs for this sort of thing. Especially that I'm still rather anxious of making Godilon the new capital of Pontus, instead of, you know, here, which is built on the hills, but this one's got a river, forest, and a port. Especially a port. Which I feel that one is more important. Just to have the ability to build medium ships if need be. Now, when you look at the population info, again, the majority of them are still Hellenic, but still hard to get by with having more Cappadocians. But the problem is, every time when we culturally assimilate these people, the not integrated culture part, that's another reason. Because since the majority of them here is Pontic Greek, and I thought about integrating the Pontic Greeks as an integrated culture, so it'll be easier to assimilate them in future. The other alternative is to, well, Since we give them right of inheritance, which is for faster cultural integration. We could send Cappadocian populations to Pontic territory. Sure, the loyalty will go down, but I think it'll be worth it for the time being, even though it's not going to make them happy. And we're putting our money into colonial ventures. And this is for this area. So here's an idea. There's the Cappadocian colony. Yep, this is for the best. So we sent some Cappadocian population to this area. Some of them are Zoroastrians. And in turn, let's move 4 of them. But mind you, you're only moving slaves, not freemen. At capacity. So all we need is to raise a little bit of money, and then let's build another aqueduct. 1 more month will do. Thank you very much. Never wanted to integrate the Paphlagonians anyhow. The industrious folk of Theodosia has excelled themselves, contributing their own personal funds to develop the infrastructure of the fine city. I hope this attitude can be mirrored by some less loyal subjects. Grenier will do, you know, for the future of that area. Of course, once you have another aqueduct, then I plan on using this to have another building slot to build a grand theater here. I haven't finished yet. Seleucid's still at war with Moria, which you are losing, because you started this. Figure out what to do with that, because I remember I plan on going to Civic. Property tax. One free province investment, so next innovation, go for this so you can have that, and do there. It says needs 1 of. Tend to forget about that part. No more aggressive expansion. Where's that map mode? That, you know, shows us, you know, pirates. Uh-huh. Piracy has become a real problem in Pontus, and I kind of want to have it dealt with. So now we have a clue where they live, so perhaps we're going to deploy our army to do something. And that is to tell the pirates to get out of here. Because we're sick and tired of seeing them and raiding our coasts. So, because our economy is never fully utilized because of them. Minor character. Failed to realize that. Near death. Don't worry about him. Yeah, we have an idea where they came from. Should be over soon. Hey. When we have more stability, we'll be sure to pass this law. Manpower recovery speed, but this one is integrated culture happiness and kick the pirates out of there, which everybody will like. So we can't kick them out right now, so get out. Go back to your post. So we can't use levies from the capital region again, because that's what the Legion is for. But we can still use levies from other areas. Speaking of that... So, anti-Piracy. Told you that we've got to deal with that pirate problem. Oh no. I was trying to appeal to them, but all I could say is, who cares? He's about to die anyway. He's got the gout. We'll know first thing. I ain't worried. Good to see that we're at 100 each month now. Also, since we put a bunch of slaves over here, that means more wine. And if we ever wanted that, then we would have built a foundry, but we don't have that innovation yet. Yes, we are investing in this province heavily. Again, the future capital of Pontus. And this would advertently help the other cities too. food is still good. Save your money for theater. See, I told you they'll be coming around. Now this area's the majority population is Cappadocian again. Cultural assimilation policy. Pretty much assimilating. Again, we got the conversion down, but now it's Zoroastrians need to be converted here. But there's going to be more people who are mainly Hellenics. Even a few Cometics coming in. So just save it. And also wait for that old governor to die. Yep, they finished it. Now we have no claims against Armenia. Which I would love to take the city of Passes. That would subsequently mean I will fight against Iberia as well. Just to have those lands for myself. But that won't be a problem with high Senate approval. For future reference. We need the money. Build a theater. It'll take a year. Alright, thank you. What else am I going to do with that money? We usually have problems with research. You know? Especially in some cities and some areas. Because we often get bad research ratio. Just mainly rural. Again, we originally built libraries because that was just to help the civilization of the cities back in the old tribal days. Yeah, maybe a little bit more libraries. Every city's got to have one or two. But again, needs more local research. Matter of fact, how much local research produces? 13 in Goddamn 2. Well, to be fair, most of them are just freemen, not citizens. Which we'll probably want to build coal in the future if we have a lot of... Man, we're going to put so much buildings. Thought it might be a metropolis. Well, this is what we feared. Barbarian attack. Wrong one. Okay, we're putting this early. Army fleet maintenance up. They're at the fort right now, so they aren't gonna go anywhere. It's for your first day of combat, gentlemen. Even though it should be Midas to lead the way. Listen, I know the Xerxes have the most of the talented families, but at least give them Iranians something. But unfortunately, you're all talentless. How many jobs do the Arit have? Enough. And give them offices? Because I know there's a few minor characters around. You'll do. Despite the low statesmanship, which could potentially screw it up. Eh. What party are you from? Democrat. Not a popular decision, but your statesmanship is high, but you'll do. And of course, every time we call upon Zoroaster, up to 5 pops in territory will convert to Zoroastrianism. As we said, this is Zoroastrian Republic, so if in case you've forgotten about what are all of these Izadas, let me tell you what they are. Atta, the chief of the Izadas. Atta is the god of fire. Justice is administered through the heat of Atta, the blazing who is able to detect guilt and purify man. Worship of Atta predates Zoroastrianism itself, with the ordeal by fire. Srausha. We will sway our people to the obedience of Arusha and collect their wealth for the betterment of our nation. After getting all the wealth needed, we will use it to undertake great works and ensure the safety of our people for the benefit of all. Srausha is known for his obedience and his good deeds, one of the great divinities of our faith. He has set many good precedents for us, followers of Zoroaster to follow. And of course, there's Zoroaster. Our people will bring life to the visions of Zoroaster and spread the faith as far as eyes can see. Who else will stop Angra Mainyu and its devas? Zoroaster was the first to be taught of the truth of the world, and prophet of Vohumana, the good mind. From the moment he had his revelation, he spread the word of the good purpose and truth of all things, as well as free will. He has been instrumental in instilling our religion into the Persian sphere of influence, lasting for more than a millennia. And finally, there's Tistria. We call upon Tistria to bless our people with his life-bringing rainfall, ensuring harvest and growth for a long time to come. For harvest ensured, our people will flourish and expand, safe under the protecting line of divinity. Tistria is one of the many benevolent deities who struggle against the forces of Angra Mainyu. He is known for sharing rainfall and fertile blessings of people of regions under his protection. He is involved in a struggle against the demon Aposha. Since Hellenic is the majority faith here, but Zoroastrian is starting to catch up to become the majority religion, and the fastest growing religion in the Republic of Pontus. So it's 582. Just see register in a moment. Local population growth 0.5, but 10. Okay, put that in. Let's just switch it over. As I said, I would love to have a holy site of Zoroaster, but it's all the way over there. And if we ever happen to be at war with the Seleucids, we'll be sure to send troops to come over there and destroy it, and then bring it to, oh, I say here, because it's for safety reasons. As for the nation of Cappadocia, well, there's not enough Hellenics there. But people of various faiths live there. Really? I didn't put that there. Well, now we got a barbarian problem. And that's the flaw of this. But again, I'm still considering integrating the Pontic people, so it'll be much easier to assimilate them into Cappadocian. But just wait till we have positive stability where I can do that. Now the Scythians. Tanis will be the colony in the future when we're done with colonizing this. We're just waiting for the morale to improve so they don't get routed by pirates. One free province investment. Okay. Shall we invest it in here again? Because another ideal building I would probably build is tax office, because that tax income of this province here mainly. Not sure about the city locally, but or alternatively, something for more citizen desired ratio. As I said, there's far too many freemen here. Again, we're not building a fortress there until it becomes a metropolis, where it's so important that, well, we gotta take this down and put a fortress here. Well, we'll have it figured out. Don't spend it yet on that free investment. Just keep it a bit for the time being. Who wants to govern this area? This is just to spite him. Put him there. It's almost like I'm kind of messing with him. Abrasive and selfish. Well, let me grant you free hands, because you ain't gonna be around for long. But don't worry, we'll kick those nomads out of there soon. You just gotta wait for the Navy. Okay, good enough. Transport them across. It's gonna be your first action. Ormadonzag said, weary of losing favor with the local population, decided to give in to its demands. After a year of preparation, he is finally ready to attack. His advisors cannot agree, however, on whether it would be best to attack by land or sea. Go the overland route. So we have a morale boost for our armies. So we're finally kicking these pirates out of our country. And that's where again? Have one there as well. Alright, now we're here at this marshland. There's plains here. Whose idea was this to build this city here? To be honest, this was a Greek colony. It's just the population's been mainly Scythian lately. Only one Cappadocian, a Scythian Zoroastrian, excuse me. But they all want to migrate there. But we plan on colonizing by sending Cappadocians to live over there as well, to establish our presence and maybe eventually begin the colonization of the Pontic steppe. Time for you to earn your pay, boys. Bottleneck tactic. Right call. They're out of there. Your first victory, even though it's not related to war. Now return to them. Well, actually, our original idea was to send you to patrol around these areas that are mainly populated by Scythians. We just use that term Scythians indiscriminately. But it's mainly Scythian. But we're saying that in a culture group in general. What's... Oh, there you go. I was about to say, what's taking him so long? I think a short war against him just to finish him off will do good. Oh yeah. How corrupt are you? Not corrupt. This particular province is rather disloyal. If there's going to be a rebellion, so be it. It's something that we can handle. Well, I did say that we only want to do no wars in this episode. I think we have to make this an exception just to take this fortification. We're just about to finish that. Take care of that. And then some of this just to establish our presence. And then Iberia will be next. Just for the control of Colchis region. Just another area to have levies to come from. And plus, Phasis City. Another area to help with the future economy. We have the manpower to do it. Civilization value also increases population capacity. Here's another thing that you should remember, since we're mainly concerned with population capacity. Because I was looking for it. remember seeing him somewhere. That's growth, but I'm looking for population capacity. I saw an innovation the other day when I last recorded. Was that really on Civic? So I can remember it in the future. Expanding culture, great wonder effect. Well, we've been had intensive, so. But that's a whole lot of work. And League City is interesting, which I have no idea what it does, because again, ever since this update came out, this is my very first playthrough with this. Maximum research efficiency. That's rather tempting as well. Ah, here it is. In fact, put that in planning. So you can remember. So we need 2 innovations. Centralized complaints. So it'll cost less to change policy. And then census data, which will give us a free province investment. More Cappadocian freemen in the capital for them to go somewhere. And then increased population capacity for our cities. I was consider going over them to improve relations, but I guess they got better ideas. That's why I'm becoming increasingly concerned with them. Like, if I want more control of this region, I'm going to have to fight them too. Heated debates in the Assembly are not uncommon, especially where so many prominent members of society are involved. Lately, a wave of xenophobia swept across Pontus, resulting in foreign values being regarded with great distrust. All in attendance at today's debate agreed that Croesus oriented crossed the line today when he accused our Archon, Armenon, of indulging in barbaric Saxonian practices. That's going to make him disloyal. He's got power base, you know. He's the family head. Oh, he's practically Asturian. I'm going to need a little more political influence gain. That'll shut him up. He's got cancer. Not yet. Colonial Ventures. How long? Oh, next month. Good. Because we want to send it over there so we can spread it. To definitely establish a presence there. You probably want me to join that little war, because we live right next door. Whereas I plan on going to war against Armenia. But it seems they've picked up an ally, but they haven't joined. Okay. Now here's a collaboration. Again, our war with the Armenians will be short-term. It's just to take Phasis and the rural areas. Even though we weren't quite ready for war, but I did expect something like this. Get in. You'll have my answer soon. I ain't gonna ignore you. We even might need a few levies. Not all, but some. Mainly Colchian, some Armenian, some Pontic Greek. Used to be a Greek city. Navy's to blockade, army to take it. Oh my goodness. I know they have 5 ships, but look at that. The martial skill of their admiral. Who is this man? Where did he come from? Well, the Armenians haven't joined the war, but as soon as we declare that, they're gonna join, and we'll be dealing with them too. We need every ship available. And we might need a few levies, particularly from here, to deal with the northern front. Whew. We'll get another innovation soon, which we'll spend it on this. Let's go down census data. And that's another free province investment when we get down there eventually. I don't need any allies. I think this is something I can handle. And plus, there's them. Already at war with them both. They have 2 fortresses, and this is also going to be our first, you know. Well, I don't see any Armenian army. These are just mercenaries stationed there. Let me tell you, first time use for these engineers to see what they can do. All ships present to deal with the small Armenian navy. No need for that. Oh, yeah, forget. So you need 3 innovations to get down from there because I never spent it on this at all. Needs 1 of them, okay? More loyalty characters. But the manpower will cover nicely. We haven't encountered any enemies. But if they do come to our countryside, we'll deal with them by raising levies at Actually, we might need them right now. Don't raise them all, just raise some. Made up in Theodosia. We got a long way. It shouldn't last long when we take this, and then a provincial capital. Then Armenia is out. And then we have to take this area. We're probably going to take that provincial capital first. See, we're not using up all that maximum manpower with the levies that we raise because we don't use capital levies anymore. We're just here to take our war targets. Positive stability. That reminds me. The Scythians. Sarmopolis. Thought it would be over there in Tunis. Where is that, to be exact? Sarmopolis. Oh, that small city? That's nearly a ghost town? Well, at least that'll put us in an area where we can colonize the further up we go. All Scythian population, and almost nobody lives there. Again, a forested city that's almost a ghost city. Hardly any people living there, but I guess this is an opportunity to send some Cappadocian populations to live there. Scythians won't like it, but it'll be worth it, but beware because it's going to make the province disloyal. Soon it'll be registered as Cappadocian Zoroastrian majority in this city, which is also the provincial capital. And I'd probably put a fortress there if I had a lot of money. We got it. Hang on. We didn't lose any ships. But they're all gone now. Boy, what I would do to recruit you if I had you. Land here. Now they got nowhere to go. Just take the provincial capital. And then that's it for Armenia. They withdrew. Our opportunity to besiege this area. Who's there? Uh-oh. Thrace is at war. With Macedon. Glad they haven't called me into that war because I am busy. What have we got ourselves into? Support level 1 in its capital. This should be easy. You could take that provincial capital, but we already won the war. Just don't let the Legions take the area. Just take this area and it's all ours. Cappadocian, Zoroastrian. Because we sent them over there. It's like, hey, free real estate. And if there's ever a provincial rebellion, we'll deal with it. Just wait for the stability to be a little higher, then I will integrate the Pontic Greeks. Just gotta wait for this fort to go down, and we win. And annexed both Armenia and Henoikia. Oh, hell. This event. These are just levies. Mainly. But it'll give them loyalties. But that's all the good money. Really? We're gonna catch them? I mean, they're low on manpower. And they got no business to be over there. Guess dealing with the remnant will do good. Not good. But they're outnumbered. They're out of here. We even captured their commander. One of their commanders. Since, you know, it's a legion, they'll have multiple commanders in there. Acceptable losses. What we just did was opportunistic. You're next. Should get these ships repaired. Democrat. 36. Not too popular. Usual. Small wars will do. Should retake that area. Perfect storm. Now heavy infantry offense increased. Yes, sir. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Not too naval intensive, so I think next time from then on, Persian rule traditions it is. Starting with that. or go down this way for more innovations. So, I don't know, kind of conflicted. Term just ended. They ain't gonna like it. Their war is over. That's 2 countries down. Armenia no longer exists. Does that mean the mission will be rid of? Well, let's find out. Now that we've established a presence in this eastern part of the Pontic Sea, which again, Pontos Xenos is going to be our own Mare Nostrum, our sea. So now there's absolutely no rivals, well, except for Iberia and Cappadocia. Now they have a coast. Ma figure will be moving into Pontus. We'll check that out. And same for them. Well done. That means we have to appoint a governor of Colchis. Anybody from the Arid? I'm not gonna like this because you're corrupt, but it's a nearly captured area, so you'll be fine. Damn. Should have put you in our army. Or the navy. Despite the fact you come from a scorned family. Or make him a better researcher. I mean, he's not the family head. So be careful with him. Persuade. Cavernous Arid. He is silver-tongued. Excellent. Self-controlled, but arbitrary, which isn't going to do good for the stability. Alright. The researcher. Just making damn sure you stay loyal. Deceitful. Oh, right. Rival to the head of the Orontids family, yes. I thought he was rival to me and misread that. But, just to be on the lookout. Also, take that fortress down. 2 open country. This fortress will keep, but should be kept with only 1. And if I had a lot of money, I'll definitely build a great temple here, just to introduce Zoroastrianism into Colchis as well. Even though it's already there, but that was Armenians. So we'll soon be going to war against Iberia for more of Colchis. Defenseless area, it'll be easy. Then call Cappadocia to give us access, and then we'll probably have to get this land too. Yes, finish off Iberia. Well, almost all of it. Well, with Armenia no longer existence, well, what does this mean to our mission? Oh, by the way. Again, a little short but opportunistic war. And now we've established a base of Cappadocian Zoroastrians in this area. We'll eventually colonize these Scythian lands up there. And this is the first area where the majority of them is Cappadocian, so it's the first time that in territory that is majority Cappadocian that comes from Anatolian are to the north. Oh, we're really catching up. Zoroastrian will soon be a majority. And don't forget about the treasures. So so these are the kind of wars we'll be fighting. Opportunistic ones. Even though we vowed that we're not supposed to fight any war this episode, but well, we found it. And it's just to, you know, pick on smaller countries before taking on Cappadocia, which has grown considerably. But they are, you know, competitively outclassed by us in terms of martial advances. So, the army will remain stationed over here for the time being, and so is the navy. Well, you made it a place to be. Just a library for now. Don't spend it big time. And wait for the events, any kind of events, that would add more provincial stability. Little experience. Really, suffer from attrition? Well, I can't really station over here. It's 20, 21. Damn, we have to depart. To here. Actually here. It doesn't matter because it's within that sea zone. So that way the attrition doesn't kill off our manpower. Since we've acquired another city, so there you have it. For the last few days, the dark corners of the Senate House have been abuzz with whispers of huddled relics resembling senators. An ambitious freedman of the Libertini has managed to make his way from the alleys of Kimata to the Assembly of Amicia, winning local elections of wide popular support. Whether his success could be attributed to merit or nefarious means has been a hot topic among his detractors, but in any case, Hasseldamus and his supporters are demanding he be granted office befitting his talents. Naturally, the more traditional members of the House are loath to tolerate his presence at all, and the promotion of former slaves demeans their nobility, such as... Oh, great, Paphlagonian. Interfere in politics, never. I'll take the popularity hit, but I'll get some influence, which is needed for other things. You can switch those around now. I can afford a little tyranny. Just to get him around. Didn't think I would ignore it, would I? Yeah, the province of Colchis will do a lot of good. trade with anyone. Regardless. Thrace was at war with Macedon, which they have successfully taken, what is this area? Yeah. It's a success. Athens making their own ambitions. Oh dear. How much Seleucid territory did they lose to the Mauryaans? A good chunk of it. They failed to take Aria, so they have taken most of Gedrosia. So the Mauryaans made it as far as Taviane. Not too far from Otea and Persis. Alright, can you imagine the land of Persian Zoroastrians, where they once came? The heirs of Persepolis and Parsagad, under Mauryan control. Personisos Zanavasi, that's an odd name. Again, antiquated Indian names. And it appears that, well, they're still a major power, but the Mauryaans are starting to catch up to their size now. Anatolian nations fighting each other. As long as you don't do something stupid next time. In fact, do you have any claims against Iberia? Good. Because I got Iberia next. Who's next? For a possibility. What party are you from? Oligarch. He's a deployed tribune. Which doesn't add much to the Senate influence. If he wants to become future Archon. But keep well in mind that this legion is led by this Armenian honor guard that we brought him in. Have some victories in your name. While we still wait, Cappadocian Hellenic. Not yet there yet, but we have definitely increased the speed. Hellenic Pontic citizen. Again, I still consider integrating the Pontic people, which they're the majority here. Because I thought it would be much easier. Zoroastrian Pontic freemen. Nice. Oh, these family heads aren't gonna like it, but this is for the Democrats. It's our party. And if you don't like it, I'll persuade them. Lose colonial ventures for this area. Because we simply sent some populations over there. It's just what we did. We could move a few more, if you wish to. But that's only if there's Zoroastrian Cappadocian. Add capacity. Alright. Not the majority yet. But there's other ways. Like say for the smaller cities, like this one. If I were to put my money to move some Hellenics out of Gadilum. Okay, I got it all figured out. But remember, if I really want to make this the official capital, you've got to have this much political influence. Actually, I remember being worth a lot more. Just save up your money and a little more political influence. So don't do it yet. It's likely we'll get it done prior to the next episode, if not at the beginning of the next episode. So we're finally going to make that dream come true. You were a good admiral, sir. If he wasn't a lunatic, he would definitely be leading. But he's an Arid. We'll put him in. Just don't go stupid, alright? Just one ceremony. Don't want to spend too much of it because I'm saving it for the that we're going to move our capital from. I would say which has served us so well to this city which has been growing in population. It's almost like it's the place to be. Anybody who's Hellenic will be moved out of that city to some of the other ones. Especially this. So, don't worry, I got an idea. I just need to raise some more money and political influence. But we're going to be at war again soon. So thus we don't have time for this sort of thing. So remember. Okay, good. Don't want a betrayal just yet. I just need you so we can get our troops across to deal with them too. Time for you to earn your pay. Deal with those pirates. Stop them. Did you capture any? Doesn't look like it. Come back. Get in here. Ship them over. No need for levies this time. That's 10. Oops, no triremes. It's just to have 20. No, 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 no. Stay there. Third Navy is to join them. We're just trying to keep it even. Knowing that one day First Navy will include medium ships in its fleet if we ever get more income. This is fast transport strictly. This is for combat. If it's led in the capable hands of a better admiral. How many loyal cohorts do you have? 6. 21. No need to drill. You're just going to be deployed to the front. Again, this is expected to be another short war. Autocratic monarchy, no friends. No need for Cappadocia. I'm just simply going to use Cappadocia to have access, then we got them. Just to add more victories to the score for the army. Just take this city, and then you have all of Colchis. Capture any ship that escapes from there. Oh yeah, they're screwed. They had their maintenance lowered. They've taken the objective. Now head to this fort and take it. Engaging. You only sunk 2. Whatever resistance there, deal with them. It's a whole nother city, but of course this would be separated territory. Caucasian, Iberia. Not Albanian territory. I didn't know they have a legion, but they do have it. Get ready. They're gonna put up a fight. Oh dear. It's none of our business, really. They're gone. Now let the siege begin. Even though I could pick up little remnants, but that's kind of far off. Acceptable losses. we have achieved it. Zoroastrian is now in the majority faith of Pontus. We'll continue to make it more so. So that way, the more Zoroastrians there are, that's more religious unity. And that helps with the omen power. Each time. Lately, our Archon has come into conflict with a positive Arctic. Again, it's between the Arids. Xerxes get along, but we can't. So if one of them says south, the other will probably say north. If one wants to trade with the neighbor, the other will argue for war. This constant bickering is ruining whatever authority governments used to have. And the atmosphere stays at a breaking point. Enough of this nonsense. You are not the Archon. Again, part of Cortis region, though separated. This'll do. Again, originally wanted to save up that. Hey! Midas! Although, do take care of that levy, but damn it! We're supposed to work on the siege. Kind of interesting that he's just a deployed tribune, but yet it's the Armenian that really does the things around here. Whatever on it. Oh boy. Here you go. Do what you can do. Even though I shouldn't change that policy, honestly. Because it's a tiny bit of an area. And if we wanted to fight them in a... well, then we'll deal with that. Now this we'll have to do. It's not going to be enough because these are some really bad places to be. Because the boss run people are not happy with us. Which doesn't surprise me anymore. I'm going to need to build another aqueduct for this. Got any wine? Because knowing that we're going to be moving into a future capital, that we're going to need a surplus of wine, and that lowers Legion maintenance cost. Spend it, screw it. It's just to build an aqueduct. Never imagined building a metropolis on the hills. I plan on making that city a metropolis in the future, knowing where we are going at this point. Look, I'll be willing just to take these 2 areas, but I'm not going to go beyond there. In Caucasian Albania. That area, I'm not willing to control that. And we gotta do something about Cappadocia because I still want Armenia. There's plenty of cities there. That's good land. More importantly, well, there's some treasures. That would be interesting to have. Am I seeing what I'm seeing? Ah. Again, these treasures that belong to Armenian pagans. Once you're done with that siege, break that down. Loot it. Tribune of the treasury, right. Who needs it? I guess you. It's to help with the national tax. Once this capital's taken, we're looting that holy site. Okay, we did it. Now return home. The gods look favorably upon the first army of Legion of Cappadocian Pontus, who sacked the site of a god not worthy of being mentioned. The holy men and women that tried their best to stop our soldiers against an army there was little they could do to resist. Had their god been as powerful as they claimed, they would surely have been to put up some resistance to protect our holy site. This will surely show our dedication to the ones above. So, the Legion has been awarded with Pia. Here it is, Pia. Ups the morale of armies even more, and a cohort loyalty gain chance reduced. That's what it says, right? And whoever's the commander adds more popularity and zeal. So zealousness is strong in this legion, which has brought down the edifices of foreign gods in enemy lands. This is why we are Zoroastrians, and we're making that the state religion of the Republic, and no one else. Now return home. We got what we wanted. But the real problem is, it's that disconnect. So we just simply sack the city, but we'll just happily take Colchis. What, how'd you like to become a client state? Well, I'll have this territory. And you could be the client state. I mean, there could be still some use of you. I got room for diplomatic relations. Oh, where the heck is it? There it is. I got some room. Yeah. Now we plan on ending our alliance with Cappadocia, which it's going to be a bit of a hard war. And that's why we thought about including them, because they could be of some use to us, despite the fact that we've annihilated their force. But they would pay us money. Migration. They're not hostile. But if they dare to attack us here, well then, we'll be ready for them. Should I really? Iberia is a client state, but what if it gets attacked by Seleucids, and then we get pulled into this war? Nah, just take the damn land. If Iberia's gonna be dealt with, so be it. So, no client state. May want to save that spot for a possible alliance with nations like Egypt or something if we ever fight against Seleucid. This'll do. Pontus is to be the provincial capital of Colchis here. Good, we got even more stability. So as the army will be marching home, goddamn. Alright, let's finish the episode with this. Build another aqueduct here. Once it's constructed, start moving the Hellenics out of the city into somewhere else, or in the countryside at least, if they're slaves in particular. And then move some of the Cappadocian Zoroastrian slaves over to Gadon, so there'll be Zoroastrian majority in this area. Which we're at a point now that even Pontic people who inherited the Zoroastrian faith are now being grown here. What are you up to? Oh, a revolt. It's defensive war, so... Yeah, go ahead, but I'm not going to intervene in that. No, no worries. Anyways, what was I saying? The treasures! We just got recently. Local research, that's very good. What was another thing that we got recently? Oh, the moth figure. That's for state, religion, happiness. Latin Diogenes, which is local research is 10, and this thing is also 10. That's the reason why I want to turn this to a metropolis. That's why I have attentions, because we put that holy site here. Not sure about Tistria. And if I want to create a holy site, I need a lot of money for this. Return to Anatolia. Or possibly up in the Scythian regions. I don't know, until further notice. You'll be stationed back in Gadilla. Guards and visitors have pointed out for quite some time the living rock of Stonehenge has started to deteriorate. Now, a very prominent visitor from our foreign ally has pointed out that our once proudest landmark is decayed and its place is damaged. Not only is this affecting our morale of our nation, but also diminishes how we portray ourselves to other nations. Oh, great. Again, I don't have that kind of money, but... financial aid for a year. Look over our finances so we can afford the reparations. Revolts isn't going to go anywhere, and Cappadocia is strong enough to take it on themselves, so I will lower the maintenance for the time being. Of ports, fleet, and the army. We need to start making a fortune again. Because I need that money to, you know, to move slaves around. This is going to be next. Where are they going? So we're saving up the money so we could just move slaves around. Oh, also we can colonize territories now for either of these two areas. We moved the Cappadocians over to Sarmapolis, so that way we can start colonizing these areas. How much is it to colonize? I'll send a noble, and there you go. Free real estate. Of course, it needs to be at peace once that civil war is dealt with, which is alright. We're just taking our sweet time to make a bit of money until the army revolt is dealt with. I may intervene. They're that desperate, huh? Bringing mercenaries. Haven't attacked anybody yet. Rome is at war with Macedon, but they're currently losing because they have not taken a relevant objective. That's here. Just be wary. Haga is at war with the Bosporan remnant. How many levies does Colchis provide? Some cavalry oriented. Good to know. You've not taken the capital of the rebellion, but you are surrounding it. They have not engaging the main army yet, despite the fact they have no commander. Instead, they're committing to the siege. Yeah, I think we should commit to that conflict, but that's going to have to happen in the next episode, so in preparation, army and fort maintenance up. That's just in case, because they're getting close to our border, and I don't like that. The army is to begin their march, as we will intervene on this matter to deal with them, and then we'll go over there and, well, defeat their armies, take their capital, and all that and more. And it's also time for, you know, the Hellenics to move out of Gadilon and move some of the Zoroastrians in. Even the Zoroastrian Scythians are coming in. But we're kind of far from that, as far as majority is concerned. Where you can just transfer some population over there and move some Zoroastrians in here, balance it out. And then you got your capital, but do it when peace is achieved. So we'll do it in the next episode, so expect this in the next. The army will be intervening in the Cappadocian Civil War before we officially end the alliance, so we can fight against Cappadocia for Armenian territory. But I fear that this would give the Seleucids an opportunity to expand up to Cappadocia then. I think they're still rather useful, allied to us rather than, you know, whatnot that we had originated. But the other alternative is alliance of Parthia, not far from Seleucids, or next door with Egypt, which they're currently at war. Oh, no, they mean us at war, okay. Intervening. Okay. So we got our priorities straight, so we will move this cavalry from here to there because of our intentions, because differences of population capacity of capital territory versus province capital. Right? 10. And we will soon get another innovation with more population capacity just to get us closer for this city to eventually become a metropolis. That'll be to put a treasure in there. But one great achievement besides territorial gains. Zoroastrian is now the majority religion of Pontus. Well, we still got a long ways to go, as we took a good look at this map. And now we got Cappadocian colonists in Scythian lands. Good to know. So we hope you people enjoyed this episode, and tune in next time for more, you know, good gains and whatnot. As well as the coming of this next Archon. Another Democrat, but more importantly, a Xerxid. But until then, so long for now.